How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dyson Space Program. In the last episode, we more or less kept expanding. We focused on the graphene, or graphite? I don't know. It's something we need for science. Actually, I guess we could look at the red science. It's that gray tubular shaped item that has graphite in the name. So, I did reformulate this a little bit. I'll probably keep messing around with it. Definitely overkill on the research. Quite extensively. I do need to increase production here of the hydrogen. I went ahead and increased production of the graphite. So now we need to increase production of the hydrogen, which is this stuff, which we're currently getting from over here in the oil refineries, but I believe there was another recipe we could try. There should be another recipe. Hey, geothermal. Cool. We can get it from, if you look kind of over there on the left, there's a few different recipes we can do to get more hydrogen. So we could combine hydrogen and the fuel that we get out at an inverted rate to get 3 hydrogen and 1 graphite out, which might not be a bad idea. It will take hydrogen to make hydrogen, but as you can see, it's a net positive of hydrogen, and all it takes is fuel. So that could be one thing we do, because then we could take the graphite and use it elsewhere. Because the recipe for the red matrix, or the energy matrix, is a 2-to-2, or rather a 1-to-1. And so it becomes harder for us to be able to scale that, right? Because if we take a look here at that hydrogen, we could take, well, 2 of the hydrogen would go back into the system, and so then we'd have to math it out, but we could probably do it that way. The graphite will probably either burn off in power. Well, it will go to the red matrix for research, but I'm guessing we'll probably just burn this graphite if that's the route we do. I think for now we're just going to scale the oil refinery up. We have plenty of oil. I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, the tank, under current consumption, we will eventually run out of oil. At least we don't have enough to keep up with this sort of demand, and we can see that by the storage tank up there at the top. It's quickly dropping. So we do need to supply this with more oil, and luckily, if you look over here kind of at the top, there are 5 more oil seeps we can connect up to and kind of pump that oil over here and kind of make this more of an oil production. So I think that's what we're going to focus on today, is just redesigning the oil area and just increasing our production for our energy matrices. So we are going to need a few things. We are also going to probably look at adding some inline spray coaters, just so that way we can kind of maximize what we're getting out of things. I haven't figured out how those factor in terms of calculations, but I will definitely take a look at them. I'll probably build everything without them and then go back and kind of add them in. I also went ahead and queued up a bunch more things. So currently we're researching the solar sails, then we're going to get the ray receivers, and so we're going to start kind of focusing on that, kind of the early stuff, the Dyson Sphere. Because if you actually zoom out, we're pretty close to, I'd say, halfway through the research. So now it's just, I think, a matter of organizing things and getting things set up, so that way now we can start doing things. So we can do like integrated logistics system. Oh, that actually is a lot nicer. Was this here the other day? I don't remember this being here, but I am also very blind. After setting up the automatic pilot, I'm going to integrate 2 carriers in one. I mean, there's a good chance I just didn't see this. Let me know. It was probably there, and I'm just batshit blind. I also choose not to read directions, but that's just my personal preference. So we'll definitely queue some more of these things up. We'll go ahead and get the structure matrix up next, and that's going to require us to get these crystals. Well, it's going to require us to get titanium, and I don't know if you guys remember, but we do not have any on this planet, so we're going to have to go to some other planets soon, which will be fun. I do want to I'm guessing in the next, I don't want to say the next episode, but soon, I think we're going to tear up this whole production area, even though we did, again, we just set a lot of it up. But as I'm kind of learning and experimenting, I mean, there is some area, so I think for now we'll just fill it in with kind of what we need, but I'm feeling a redesign of the factory coming again. But it's just like Factorio, right? Because for me, I've spent hundreds of hours in Factorio, probably even thousands at this point, to where the amount of times I've had to redesign systems that now I don't even think twice about. I just do it because I know it's efficient, it works, it's good. But I'm also, even now, still redesigning and designing new things, and so I think that's kind of a good takeaway in this as well, is like, although this might be a decent setup for now, just to kind of tool our production streams, because right now it's kind of a spaghetti factory, to be honest. There's no real bus of like pulling off or anything. There's no centralized like, oh, the ore is here because I have weird production here, some production here, and just second tiered items there. It's not great. I do need to pick up more coal though, so that we don't run out of fuel. I've also been just building a crap ton of the wind turbines because I tried doing the generators, but it was pulling too much coal from here. I have a few left, but I'll probably end up pulling them up, and I've more or less just been... Not the Dyson Sphere. I kind of just plopped down a crap ton. Yeah, there we go. Just a crap ton of the wind turbines, and I'll probably do that for like sections like over here where I have nothing on the planet yet. And I'll probably just plop down wind turbines because they seem pretty reliable. They're fairly cheap. Like, yeah, they take up space, but technically we could build between the turbines or integrate them into builds and whatnot. But I just find them a lot more reliable because I can just plop down more of them instead of having to worry about inputs and stuff with like the generators. So I think that's probably the power source we're going to go with for now. I do have 40 more to put down if we need to. But for now, it's fine. Alright, so in order to get more oil wells, alright, so we need, what, 5 more is what we said? We need some steel. So let's go over the steel. Let's steelio some steel. Give me a das steel. Cool. Yeah, so we're making 1, we need 4 more. Okay, so now we need that, which needs this, which needs glass. Okay, so let's go grab some glass. We don't have a proper glass production area going, which honestly, I have no idea how much glass we're gonna end up needing. Is it something that okay, English. Words not strong, numbers okay. This is why I'm a software engineer. Numbers make sense. English does not. Although I'm not bad at writing. Just apparently verbally speaking and articulating things, not the best. In order to facilitate more glass production, right? Because right now I only have those 2 little furnaces. Doesn't make sense to set up a whole production run like this, right? So a bunch of furnaces into some storage. Either A, because we need that much, like we do with the iron, which I also have to scale up, and some other things, or does it just make sense to kind of do what I'm doing over here with the stone and just making it into brick and just kind of forgetting about it, but it's not really going anywhere? I don't know. Leave your thoughts on that down below, because I'm curious to know kind of that idea. Okay, so we grabbed some more glass. Let's see. So we need circuits, which means I need iron. I'm always running out of iron. I could probably have an entire chest of iron in my inventory, and I would still run out somehow. We also need to upgrade, because we did at some point get the storage Mark IIs, so I do want to go ahead and upgrade those just so we can store more items. Just part of it's to store the ore, because I would like to do more of that. Because from Factorio, I enjoyed the raw storage of kind of pre-production materials and even post-production and then secondary production materials. That it made sense to have. Mainly if the factory, for whatever reason, needed to scale up on something, we could. How many of these do we have now? We have 3. So we only need 2 more. Awesome. As for oil refiners, I'm not sure how many we need. Because it's going to be partially dependent on how much oil we can produce, but also on how much we need in terms of consumption. So if we're consuming... I guess we could probably calculate that, huh? What do we... These, so we need hydrogen. Okay, so 2 every 4 seconds makes 1. So 2 to 4. So we can... Whoa. Why is that not a nice number? I guess 4 and 6 do have a... Let's call multiple. Alright, we're going to do some math, and then I'm going to come back. So I want to math that out, and there's a couple other things I want to math out. Also, we're going to construct some things. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that crafted up and kind of everything we need for over there. And I will be right back. And we're back. Alright, so a few things moved. By moved, I mean not much, other than research is happening much faster. 540 hashes a second. That is a very nice just progress line. I always enjoy when I'm playing a game with research and I just see the research bar get to go whoop. Right. And so in this case, it's fucking hauling ass. So as for the storage we did, I'm intentionally kind of leaving it off for now. All the liquid fuel is going in here, into these storage tanks. I haven't figured out what we're doing with it. I just know we're producing it, and I'm burning some of it. Hydrogen goes here. And so what we did is we made this lovely thing. So we basically took the original build we had. So oil from all the oil fields go into these 4 storage tanks here, which are filling up nicely. And then they get to recombine, and so we throw it off here, here, and here. So we go vertical for the input, and then we go horizontal for the output. And so then we do fuel oil on the left, and then the hydrogen, I would say in the middle, but I don't know, I guess it's deceptive. It goes on the other side. And so those 3 combine here, and the fuel oil goes here. We could probably actually upgrade this just to make sure that the fuel oil, otherwise the fuel oil is going to back up. So there's definitely some things we're going to have to kind of fix with this. Mainly throughput issues. I might do dedicated storage for each of them. I'm not sure. We'll definitely have to rework this a little bit for throughput. But otherwise, I feel like a pretty good proof of concept for now. It seems to be able to supply the energy matrices with enough hydrogen. As for the next components we need, so I was just kind of, oh, that's not what I wanted. So as for the next, what are these things called? Science packs, cubes, matrices. So as for the next matrix we need, so we need, as we can see here, we need high strength crystals, which is titanium, which we don't have, so we're gonna have to go find that. We also need, I believe it was, which I think we've already researched it actually. Yeah, because we have, well, we don't have titanium. We're gonna have to get titanium, but I know we can get. It's not up there. Where was it? Crystal. Okay, I could have sworn we've already researched this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely insane. Oh, no, we would have had to have researched it for that. What's that one crystal? I'm blanking. I can't identify anything in this game. It's something. Here it is. It's diamonds. We're going to be making diamonds. Okay. So, diamonds and titanium are what are going to make us our structure matrices. Kind of the midway point, right? Because there's five matrices. So, I think we're getting pretty close. Well, we're definitely going to have to figure out a proper area for all that. But we are going to need to go off-world to get titanium. So, if we're going to go off-world for titanium, we need drive engine 2. We also want to probably get, let's see, definitely get vein utilization. We want to get as much of that out of things as we can. Let's see what else we can get. Sorter stacking? That might not be a bad idea. So that's all queued up. Can't really queue those things anymore. Okay. Is there a way I can tell if it's queued? I think it's the white box around it, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and queue up the integrated logistics system, because this seems... Oh. Never mind. That requires things we don't have. That requires things we don't have. That requires things we don't have. Hey, we can do that. Reinforced thrusters. Cool. So we are kind of running out of things to research before we can get... I know one of the big things I want to try to get is mini fusion generation here. That requires the high-strength titanium alloys. Those are carbon nanotubes. Where's the... I feel like they reuse some of these names. High-strength crystal, high-strength material, high-strength lightweight structure, high-strength titanium alloy. Well, we need to get the titanium alloy, but that, of course, requires titanium. Go figure, right? So we do need to go off-world to discover this. So if we look at our star map, from what... If we can orientate ourselves here. Like that, and then... How do I shift? How do I move in this? Maybe like that? I don't know. So we have a planet ice giant. Probably not going to have the most things on it. Hey, there we go. More inventory lines. So there's some fire ice and some hydrogen. Not terrible, but not what we need. If we look at here, beta Rendi 2, we can get some titanium and we can get some silicon. The silicon's not as important right now, although we'll probably need it. The titanium is important, has a fair amount, and for the other star in the system, holy mother shit fuck, we might go to that world. 11 million, 20 million, 20 million. So I'm guessing, okay, you know what, maybe what we'll do, how much usable space is on each of these? I should probably look at that really quick. Where is this? Crude oil, no. Construction area. Okay, so 60%. So 100% on the salt. Okay. So you know what? I think what we're going to do. So I think our design. So I think we're going to turn the Beta Arindi into clearly the mining planet. The amount of resources on the planet's insane. Well, I think it is. It might not be. Let me know if like 20 million is standard or like a crap ton or like nothing at all. Like, definitely let me know. I think what we're gonna go ahead and do, mining planned, not planned yet. Interesting. I like that. So I think what we'll do is we will mine everything here from Beta Arindi, send it to the other world, this desert one, which has 100% constructible area already, and we'll build like basic refining here and stuff, and kind of fill this planet up, and then send kind of the intermediate products here back to our primary world, that works. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things work. I think that's what we'll do. We'll make this kind of our hub of everything, right? Where things will get sent. I like getting more construction drones and more things. Alright, so we almost have... We don't quite have the drive engine just yet. So I do want to probably plan out some beginnings. Or you know what? This planet's fairly large. Maybe we'll just send everything here, right? Instead of kind of going wide, just this planet will do it all. Everything will get sent here. We'll send... What we'll do is we'll do everything at one pole. So we'll send all of our stuff... Well, right now we're on the hemisphere. But we'll send all of our stuff and things. So all the ore will come in, say, at one pole, make its way around the planet, and eventually exit the planet at the other pole. Maybe we'll put science at the pole or something. We'll see. I honestly have no idea. I'll come up with some interesting designs. Maybe make it look like the Death Star. Who knows? Alright, so now let's head... I think that's it for now, actually. That's our next plans and whatnot. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button. Turn on notifications. Smash the like button. Also smash the subscribe button, and then turn those notifications on, because the like button doesn't have any notifications. At least not that I'm aware of. But yeah, if you haven't already, leave a question, comment, concern, tips, tricks, and all those fun things down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. Peace out.